Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on the forex markets. Today I think that we could pay attention to cable as it promised to give us, well, lots of interesting trading steps within a few weeks. So currently it's already potentially we could see 2 or 3 even setups that's almost ready to take. Overall situation as well as cable is showing greater performance and stronger performance compared to euro currency. That's why the overall situation stands is more interesting, more thrilling for trading purposes. Well, the euro currency situation is also, well, in general, is moving in the direction that we have discussed in the weekly report. So we said that probably will be some relief as market will start to prepare for European Central Bank meeting. And as European Central Bank representatives announced that they are worried for the exchange rates, 120, it's a bit too much for euro. That has pressed on the sentiment of the investors and, well, triggers some downside action. Will chill out a bit the positive sentiment, positive mood in the markets. Besides, as we talked lots of times already, that euro is overextended in terms of the net long position. So too much new longs have been opened in a time period, and that makes that a bit overextended and needs some relax. Well, by taking a look at the situation that we see on the cable, we do not need even to take a look at the headlines, and it's clear that no progress has been achieved yesterday when discussing on the starting of the new round of negotiations. And not occasionally, we said in the report that bad times for the Great British pound is still ahead, so we do not need to be a prophet to suggest this. Well, it just comes obviously from the overall fundamental data that we have. Difficult situation that stands the Bank of England currently, and the problems on the political sphere, especially in the negotiations with the Brexit agreement. As a result, market has shown a significant drop. Currently, we could arguing about whether the starting action of our supposed action to the 120 or maybe not yet. But in general, everything matched to our suggestion. We said that would be 136. Well, it almost was 136. It was approximately 135. But we're speaking about the weekly and monthly chart, and it's 100 pips. It's nothing. So this action indeed has happened because we talked about it right here. That this is not the retracement, this is not the reversal yet, and right here as well. Now, this is maybe the next stage that we're waiting for. Currently on the daily chart we could say 2 things. Our divergence is played out because market already has dropped below these lows. But instead we've got the bearish reversal swing on the daily chart. So you can see this drop is greater than the previous swing up. And it means 2 things. First of all is that downward action should continue. But before that we should get deep upside pullback. Or relatively deep. I think that's usually at least the 50% pullback here could happen. Just because of the strong momentum that was standing here previously. This is the common things of the market mechanics. This is just how market turns down. It means that if you have missed the opportunity to go short with the preliminary bearish patterns that we've got last week, don't afraid, don't upset with that, so you will get the also nice chance to take the position. Currently market is challenging coiling around 130, and here we will consider where any pullback here could happen. Potentially we also see opportunity for taking the intermediate short-term bullish trade right from the 127 area, because take a look, this is great support. It's confidence support, daily oversold, and natural support resistance area, because this was previously resistance, natural area has been broken. Now it will be support, and it means that at the first touch of this level, it's a really big probability that we will get the bounce. That's provide good chance to consider taking a long position. In the sequence of these trades, as we're watching mostly 120 area as a potential target of this drop, that correspondingly will provide additional chance to go short with maybe greater ABCD pattern or something of that sort. But this is subject for the further discussion in the future. Currently, we consider what to do in this current circumstance. So we estimated here that, first of all, we know that price will drop more. But before that, chance on some pullback exists because previous bullish momentum is rather strong and market should take the rest after the initial swing down and then after that continue. And using this trading plan, we will try to identify the possible trading stops that we have. Now let's take a look on the follow time frame chart. On the follow time frame chart, you could see that here market completed this ABCD pattern XLP target, right around the 135 support. For the pullback, we could consider a few levels. So we have the confluence 31.50. Ultimately, we could get 32.66, but well, I mostly would consider the confluence because overall drop is rather strong, and if market even will exceed this confluence, hardly it will be too far from this level. It means that here we could consider possible Jordan directional pattern. So take a look. If you will plot here the 3x3 moving average that we're using for Jordan patterns, that's great thrust down on the recent part of this whole thrust. With the pullback to the 30.61, or if it will be fast pullback to this area, this will be a great chance for a bread body sell. Potentially, this bread body could become the pattern that will trigger direct downside continuation and lead price not just to minor or minimal target of the bread body 618 retracement of the whole backward motion, but it could become the pattern that will trigger downside continuation right to that 127 area that we discussed. It's also possible, especially if it will be deep retracement here. The market could complete at once deep retracement that we suggest, and simultaneously bring by the sell trade that could be used for. Alternatively, that could be the double ripple buy. For example, if we will see the double ripple buy, it means that retracement will be at least right here, maybe even higher. So we will consider in a way how market will behave here. But definitely, for a position taken to the downside, for taking a short position, we need the pullback. Scalp traders could trade the patterns directly. If it will be bullish, the double ripple, you could try to buy, but this trade will be against the major tendency, and that's why we do not consider in our video updates. We are mostly dealing with a bit higher time frames. It's daily and follow time frame chart, and for us, it's more important to take correctly the bearish position currently. So that's what we could see currently on cable. So keep an eye, maybe some clear ABCD patterns start to develop. We could get guys cheaper to sell, and bread body will take the shape of this ABCD or something of that sort. So any tool will be useful for that, because when you know what you're looking for, so we're looking for a good chance to go short. We do know in advance where the strong levels stand. The one thing only we need is just to consider the patterns that are forming and how market will climb to these resistance levels. That's actually all that we need currently for trading. And as you can see, even here we see a lot of potential trades that we have. Scalpers could buy, follow time traders could sell if it will be bread body, for example, taking the short positions. Later we could buy again right from here. So market will show the pullback. We again could sell for the deeper ABCD pattern. So that will be the just generator of trading stops because of the just significant momentum of this sell-off. So we hope that will happen.